Oh no!
Holy shit! Wait.
At the loss of 1 destroyer, 6 fighters, and 5 torpedo bombers, we managed to claim 3 British light cruisers, 2 destroyers, 1 carrier, 1 battleship, 1 battle cruiser, which I believe at this point is the Hood, 2 fighters, 2 torpedo bombers, and 6 convoys off the coast of the Faroes. Fortress Faroe continues to be, you know, the real MVP here. Hello everybody and welcome back to World War Wednesday. My name is Midgeman or Alex. I'm the community ambassador for Hearts of Iron 4 and I'm joined again this week by my boss, Mr. Benjamin Magnus, community manager. Hello, Ben.
Still not used to hearing that, but let's go.
Yeah. Yes. It's always weird coming out of my mouth going, "Oh, my friend is my boss."
We've known each other for so long now, and that part's new.
That's correct. We have stocked up lots of troops onto the Faroe Islands. We're about to launch a naval invasion of Liverpool. I'm actually another thing I think I'm gonna do.
I just looked over in chat. True bromance. Take it.
True bromance indeed. Yeah, absolutely.
Although,
I'm gonna set another one.
Sadly, we've only actually got a chance to meet in person one time.
In 7 years, and you had to leave because a global pandemic started.
Yeah, because it was right as the world exploded, so I had to bug out early, unfortunately. But soon I'll be in Stockholm, and you'll be able to come to the office for work stuff easy.
As restrictions ease and the world returns to normality, and we beat back this horrendous pandemic. We can get things on. I'm going to need some naval coverage here and invasion support
One time in 7 years, yes. Sadly, I live in Florida. Alex is in southern England, so not exactly close together.
Right here. Yeah, I remember...
Moving though.
No. Yeah, you're moving. You're joining the lovely people at PDX in the offices. So
oh my God, I can't wait.
Here.
Speaking of the British Navy, just this morning I was doing some research on some ships, just because I like to read up on individual ships and their wartime experiences. Did you know that there was a British light cruiser that sank with 2.5 tons of gold on board?
Gold?
Gold. There was HMS Edinburgh was escorting a Arctic convoy, and on the way back, it was transporting 2.5 tons of gold bars from Russia as a partial payment for Lend-Lease equipment, and it got torpedoed a lot and sank.
Oh no.
Yep. And
really?
The gold was eventually recovered in the early 1980s. But there was a lot of strife for a while because the British government thought that the Russian government or the Soviet government was going to try to steal back the gold that they paid them.
Oh wow, no, that's quite funny.
All but 5 gold bars were recovered. So there's still 5 gold bars down there somewhere. But it's a war grave, so don't go get it. Mordred says, have you heard about the exploits of the Polish submarines? Some are incredible stories. Yes, actually I did. I have read about those. I know there's one that had, I think it was interred in one of the Baltic states, and they seized all of its navigational equipment, and then there was some sort of nighttime escape where the Polish submarine left port illegally and made its way without navigational equipment back to England.
We just sunk a British heavy cruiser, which is nice.
I like war stories.
Oh no!
Holy shit!
At the loss of 1 destroyer, 6 fighters, and 5 torpedo bombers, we managed to claim 3 British light cruisers, 2 destroyers, 1 carrier, 1 battleship, 1 battle cruiser, which I believe at this point is the Hood, 2 fighters, 2 torpedo bombers, and 6 convoys off the coast of the Faroes. Fortress Faroe continues to be, the real MVP here. I'm wanting to get some new destroyers out, but I want to get some radar technology onto them. So we're holding.
Got a question from chat for you, Alex. How do you rate Canada as a nation?
To play in Hearts of Iron at the moment is one of my favorites. Canada as a nation in real life, I mean, absolutely.
You heard it here first, folks.
I've never met an unpolite Canadian. And I'm gonna hold on that question just because we are invading England right now. We are landing in Hull and are landing in Liverpool. We are beginning the attack. Let's go. Start moving, folks. Let's actually give me one division here. We're gonna set a fallback line on the port so they don't leave it. We're also hitting these guys with shore bombardment, or at least we should be. Or has the shore bombardment fleet not arrived? It hasn't arrived. Interesting.
Wow, that really unfolded quickly.
Yeah, I've told the troops to move hard and fast. I want to try and get them without... Oh no, we've got a few divisions here that are caught. Hopefully this port will open and it'll be fine. Yeah. But I've told the men essentially to move hard and fast so that the British are caught without being able to form a battle line. Yeah, they might be an issue.
It's Hull. How hard are they going to fight for it?
Well, no, it's more these encircled troops that we're going to try and break out.
It's about a few. Wait, so how big is the Canadian land forces now? Because the last time we were playing this, it was like 12 divisions.
We have double that, 24.
It's about a few.
Yeah, let's make sure that everyone's on these front lines, except for this one dude that needs to go back onto there. Some British motorized here that are trying to push in. I'm trying to keep this gap open while people and things... Oh, we've got a surrounded division there. We'll just turn down the speed a little bit. We are running on speed 5. I want to be able to react.
I was literally just about to say, I was like, okay, my eyes are fixed to the screen now because Alex plays these games way faster than I do. And then immediately...
Yeah, I do. Well, it was one of those things of, normally I wouldn't, but I do want to. I'm going to also get my fighters in here. My very early war fighters are going to be no match here. There's naval bombers. Do we not have any CAS? Oh, wow, and we're really not... Okay, we need to produce some more planes. We're not building planes, really, at all.
Yeah, Chad's telling you to work on the air stuff, to get the air support in there.
Unfortunately, we are very lackluster on planes. We can get some more fighters in, but it's going to be about it.
Sevastopol just fell. We just did a little bit about the siege gun Gustav, which pretty much only fired at Sevastopol.
Oh, that's right. It did.
Fired several, like 250 rounds in testing. 48 at Sevastopol. Went to Leningrad. Never fired a shot. Went to Warsaw, back to Germany, refurbished, destroyed at the end of the war. I'm a nerd, just FYI.
Yeah. No, really?
I am just chocked full of information that is pretty much only applicable to what we're doing right here.
They're very limited on how many airfields they have. That's one lucky thing about where we invaded. We did manage to take quite a lot of the British home isle air bases. And we've actually almost pushed 2 hulls, splitting the front line here. So their air power is significantly weaker. They've still got a lot. And a lot more high-tech planes than we do. We're still using biplanes currently.
Well, with enough of them.
Yeah, with enough of them, we'll be fine.
Just muscle through
saturation
technology.
That air support, which is keeping them in the fight a little bit. We're also not using our best leader. However, he might have just become our best leader.
What was that, a 10% bonus there you just nabbed?
To, yeah, all infantry damage, essentially. Because something I learned from Mordred, which is a fact I didn't know, is that infantry attack both applies to the attack and defense. It's not like only advancing damage. It's the attack phase of the battle, which happens in both defense and offense.
It's the damage being done in either direction.
Yeah, it's unit damage rather than unit defense or unit damage on attacking.
How many British divisions were in the north there? Was it just a few?
You've got
2?
Well, there was more, but they're evacuating them out of Argyle by the looks of it. It's also a British division in the Isle of Man that hasn't been pulled out. Get to Newcastle so this unit doesn't escape. Do not let them escape. Well, they are managing to muscle on in. Good. Yeah. They've managed to get fighters in the air again. I wonder if it was a fuel issue as to why we had green air cover for a while. Oh, wow. Actually, mainly Hector Mark 1 ground, which is close air support. They've got a lot of close air support in the air. Trying to get these up too. We've got 3 factories. The thing is, we are probably going to have to do this war again, is the thing. I don't think we have enough war participation to puppet puppet England, because
we're at 8.
Yeah, we were at 30 until the Axis went to war, and the Axis have just been able to gain war participation from fighting the Soviets. So we're probably going to have to turn on the Axis. But if we can get ourselves, say, a small fortress island up here to invade it all over again, or at least a portion of the British Isles, it will make this a vastly easier task.
Yeah.
And hopefully by then we'll have some other divisions that will be able to carry the day. We are pushing in on London, though, and they are the last major power in the Allies to fall, so...
All right, it looks like it's about wrapped up, really.
Well, yeah, and we're going to have the peace deal as well, which is going to be the real hard part of this, and then probably the launching of an invasion against the Axis, and...
Yeah, they're distracted.
They're distracted, but Stalingrad just fell.
Maybe not for too much longer.
Yeah, the Soviets aren't long for this world, is another problem.
This uncanny timing. They're distracted. Stalingrad falls.
I'm almost tempted to stop pushing Britain.
It's just to wait for the Soviets to fall.
Well, no, because they'll still have the war score, unfortunately. I think we need to finish this. So, right, you keep pushing into Glasgow. Take Edinburgh. I think the Brits are beaten. I was just thinking maybe I can pause our invasions here and try to take something like land in British Raj, so we've got at least a foot on the ground there. I can take stuff in the peace deal, or because we're currently not going to be able to take any land from the puppets.
Just to get a toehold, you're saying?
Yeah, but no, we'll beat Britain here, and then we'll just have to fight a late-game war against the Axis, which is... Okay, so the entirety of the UK has gone in the peace already. We can take Poland, one province, or
as is tradition.
We're not even going to get the Canadian territory in the UK. Oh, dear Lord. So what actually happened to the UK? Free France was made a subject of Italy along with Brittany, Gascon, Basque country. Italy is taking most of this stuff. What happened to Britain? Oh god, Britain's just been divided up. They didn't puppet it or anything.
So, what are you going to take with your pittance?
I'm going to take Macedonia. Because actually Macedonia's got a lot of resources. Oh, look at that.
Italy takes 80 states. Oh my god, they border gored it.
Yeah, and we didn't even get
the fair. Oh, they took Fortress Pharaoh.
Yeah.
That is not your fortress anymore.
Oh.
Whoop!
Oh.
What about
this is,
South America? Yeah, Italy.
We're going to have to do this all again.
It's harsh.
Yeah. Yeah. So one way you can kind of avoid that and get yourself more war participation is by declaring the war yourself on more people. The reason we got hit so badly there is because we were in the defensive war and they were in an aggressive war. So the calculations are a little bit bizarre. If we had, say, declared our way through Mexico and this area and taken all of this, we probably would have had more war score. But as well, we haven't been able to, because we were declared on early, we haven't been able to ramp our production to do so. So, nonetheless, unfortunately, one thing that also means is the remaining British Navy is gone because Britain was not puppeted. It's kind of a good thing, which means Germany doesn't have essentially the British Navy.
What does the German Navy look like? Just out of curiosity right now.
Don't have much intelligence on
we don't have any intel there.
They don't have a single carrier. They're going to get destroyed. One thing we need to do, though, is essentially remove all the regions of our ships, bring everyone back, because we're going to have to do the island hopping all over again. It's a sad, sad day here. Okay, so let's bring you the port.
That's rough.
Bring you the port. That's unfortunately the way the cookie crumbles sometimes in Hearts of Iron. And it's actually one of the reasons why down the line, I believe devs have mentioned that they want to look at the peace conferences. But that will be out of the purview of No Step Back.
This has been back to the extreme. Yes, that's exactly what we're known for.
So yeah, we did get the Macedonians, and the Macedonians have a nice amount of resources, if I remember correctly. Let me
brass ring is what it is.
Look at that! Look at that chromium. Mwah! 105 chromium and 24 aluminium. That's not to be snuffed at, because chromium builds heavy ships and heavy tanks. Speaking of which, how are we doing on amphibious tanks? Let's continue researching some more of those, shall we?
Alex is, you're going for a specific achievement, right? I missed the first couple of these streams.
Yes, so we are trying to puppet the UK as a British ex-colony. The UK no longer exists, so now we're going to take it to the Axis and try and get ourselves a UK back. Basically, is where we're at right now.
Alex invaded the US once. Germany and Italy stole it out from under him, so now the plan is to re-invade. The shameful thing is building up Fortress Pharaoh and then having it stolen out from under you.
Yeah, I wish that construction.
Pride of the Empire.
The thing is, so with major powers, there isn't the same limitation on it as there are minor powers, and basically, if it's a major power that's been capitulated, like there is still a war score cost, but because if you've got a lot of war score, you're generating that. So they were able to take stuff that they technically hadn't invaded, and we were only able, as a smaller war score nation, only able to take stuff that we had actually invaded until everything had run out. But nonetheless, we're going to try and come back for this, and I don't want to leave it too long because I don't want the Germans to be oh so powerful. They've got it. It is going to be so difficult because they are in the field. They're going to have a disgusting amount of divisions.
I don't know if I don't want Germany to be that powerful is going to fly at this point. I feel like that ship has sailed.
True. And yes, that's
1943. Your Air Force still sucks. You got what, 22, 24 divisions? We have the American Navy.
Yeah, our Navy is the only strong suit right now. Also, in the meantime, I'm gonna invade Panama.
Picking on Panama.
Yeah, well, we've got a collaboration government there, so it will just, feed it to them, so.
One of my favorite planes. I know everybody loves the Spitfire, including you, but I like the Hurricane.
Oh, the Hurricane. It doesn't. Just because I like the Spitfire doesn't mean I don't like the Hurricane.
That is the correct answer.
They've called in Switzerland. Are we gonna get Switzerland for free in this? Why are we? Oh, because we need to. I'm being a numpty. We need to call in our own Panama.
There you go. Get some free experience.
Oh, actually no. Really?
There you go. And the monolith grows.
Just to keep us somewhat active militarily, I'm gonna just nab some of these states over here.
Every single time you start like justifying a war goal there, it makes me cringe just a little bit because I've been playing a lot of Victoria 2, the last couple months because I was working on Victoria 3.
Yes.
I was playing the older one. And every single time you're doing that, it's just like, oh god, oh, it's gonna cause so much infamy. Somebody's gonna leak it. It's gonna be a problem. And I'm just used to being like, okay, I'm gonna justify right over here, and then not like 1 minute later, it's like, oh, 24.9 infamy.
Okay, what have we got here? We've got a war industrialist and we've got silent workhorse. Do we need the silent workhorse anymore? And hello.
Only I've cut.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, it's a bit fun.
Yeah, just got delivered a cup of tea. How are we doing? I'm just wondering if we can. I think at this point I'm going to get rid of our silent workhorse and get our elusive gentleman and start doing some spy stuff.
Hope Vicky 3 will be great to play multiplayer. Oh, me too. We played. Did you ever join in? Did you play multiplayer Vicky with us, Alex, or did you miss out?
Vicky never ran properly on my PC, but the PC I had at the time when we were still doing that kind of thing. I don't know why. I just had an issue with it, and it's probably down to a internal hardware issue because that was probably the most duct taped together PC I've ever owned. But yeah, it was just one of those things that I never got into because of it. Because there's a learning curve with it. One I was willing to get through, but I wasn't willing to deal with the amount of crashes I was going through. So unfortunately, I never went into Victor 2.
Are you saying Paradox games have a learning curve, sir? Hold up.
I don't know what you mean. Right. These gentlemen here. Sorry, I'm just planning the inevitable invasions against the Italian Caribbean.
If you hear any barking, that's on my end. My wife just got home, so the dogs are probably going to start barking a little.
Oh, very well. Ooh, indeed.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Theo's doing some woos.
What outdated equipment? Oh, yeah, we stopped in the hurricane. Another issue we're having. We've got no rubber. Yeah, we just really don't have any. We really have no rubber.
Maybe we
all the nations we could
thieve it.
We'll buy it from the Italians for now, and that crashed the game.
Well, I mean, that's fortuitous timing. There's 3 minutes left until we're supposed to be wrapping it up.
Oh dear, that's perfect. That's honestly perfect.
Why don't we thieve some rubber, Gabe? No.
But anyway, we should probably be hanging this, hanging up with this stream. We've got the wonderful people of EU4 following us. Of course, with Hoy, there's been no dev diary this week, but stay tuned. They will return. Just a small pause in those, and hopefully, very soon we'll be able to bring you some that well waited for No Step Back content. But until then, we'll be continuing with Canada. I will try to rescue this situation, and Ben will laugh at me trying. It's a great.
Here for.
Yeah, it's exactly what you're here for. But from us here at Hoy4 and at Paradox, for now, we'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Goodbye.